30 years of loyalty, a reorg, a riff, severance if you're lucky, and then an entry-level new hire with AI skills is now sitting in your seat, making $55,000 less. The first ones cut weren't the troublemakers. They were the ones who never saw the shift coming. They never adapted. They never pivoted. And the ones who did adapt, they just bought themselves a little more time. Nobody told you the game had different rules, and that loyalty never really mattered.
Use you and use you until they no longer can use you. Get rid of you, just like that stagnant person. Now, I done took all these classes, did all this shit. Now I'm the one that's got an attitude. Chip on my shoulder.
Companies can hire a 28-year-old with AI skills and pay them $85,000, or keep the 52-year-old that makes $140,000 during the same but slower job with older tools. The math is ugly, but it's real.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, and again, I know, like when the hospital I used to work for, when they did their layoffs, luckily I wasn't part of that. However, they gave the golden parachute to a lot of the workers that were closer to retirement age. So
Correct.
Sometimes that'll happen.
Yes.
That,
that's their way of easing y'all out. So you don't want to resign or you don't want to retire, we're going to force y'all out.
Right.
Force.
And by them getting, I don't want to say rid, but ridding that portion, that also saves jobs for the other folks. So if I get rid of this amount, then I don't have to go over into this area too. So a lot of times I know bigger companies, they will do that.
When you look at things like this, it's not that every older person is getting laid off. That's not the case.
No.
It's more so you're looking at stable versus stagnant.
Yeah.
So you're looking at two different types of employee. Are they stable or are they stagnant? And when we say stable, you have two people that are in their 50s working for a company. And then you have that 50-year-old that they are constantly taking trainings. They're always getting some type of certificate. They're a forever learner. They're very adaptable. They're very moldable. They see change and they try to pivot with it. They try to get what they need to stay relevant. Then you have the other 50-year-old that they come into work every day. They know their job. They do their job. They go home. They don't take any extra classes. They don't take advantage of what the company offers. I come in, I do my work, I go home. I know what I know, but that's it. So that's a stagnant person. And they've been there for 20 some odd years.
See, okay. Because see, that's me. That is the person you're talking about. And the hair on the back. No, my thing is, I go to work, do my job, I go home. But to have a work-life balance, it is considered, as you're right, as stagnant. You don't want to move up, all this kind of stuff. I do my job. You pay me to do my job. Not everybody wants to take on, and I forget what those classes are where you're graded in belts, like she's a green belt or she's a black belt.
Six Sigma.
I know somebody that was busting their ass to get into that. I'm like, I don't want to do what it takes to do that. I got my family, I got my job. And a lot of times when they're doing the reorgs, again, to your point, I would be that person. Even in reviews, if it was learning like a new software system that's going to help me with the job, that's one thing, because I'm going to have to learn the job. Again, I want to do my job, do it well, and I want to take my ass home at the end of the day. But then you get penalized. You get penalized for that too.
You do. And it's just nature of the beast. And that's what they look at. So they look at, are you stagnant? Are you stable? Can you move? Can you flow? Or are you one of those, I don't want to.
Because they will use you and use you until they no longer can use you, get rid of you, just like that stagnant person. Now, I done took all these classes, did all this shit. Now I'm the one that's got an attitude. Chip on my shoulder.
No, but
I'm serious.
So we'll look at it this way. And I get where you're coming from. And I totally agree. Because I was once one of those people that I do what I do and I go home. But if you got to play the game, you got to play the game.
You do.
You have to play the game. And if you're in certain industries,
correct,
that type of mindset will not work. And those are the people that they will constantly weed out.
And to your point, That's why I was like, "Fuck this shit. I'm gone."
Right.
I'm like, "Y'all
But
just won't you won't even let me be great." Just I
they don't, at the end of the day, it's a game. You have to make it worth it. And that's why you have a performance evaluation.
ugh.
Tell me what you've done differently. Tell me what you have
Mhm.
done to move the needle. Why should we keep paying you for
Yeah,
this position,
yeah,
basically?
yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Right?
I know.
So if you want to go back to the work world, especially if you're talking about the public sector, right? Being in the not working for the government, not working for the state, I don't know about those. I don't have any clue about working in federal, state, county. But if you work in the what is it? The public and private sector for certain various industries or startup culture,
Yeah,
this is what you do. It's easy for them to weed out folks, quote unquote, because they don't want to, but yeah, if you're lucky enough, if you're blessed enough to have an idea that can keep you from going back, then that's kudos.
yeah.
Not everybody has that. So you
Yeah,
got to
no.
learn to play.
Yeah, no, I would not by choice because I like flipping the switch and my lights coming on. I think I just
Right.
get used to that. I don't know about everybody else, but no. I mean, now luckily I'm at that point where I still have to play the game in the sense I'm talking to vendors and I'm talking
Mhm.
to stuff like that. I get it. It's just the actual corporate culture was just too much to swallow after a while. It was just a bit much.
Right. To
And
me, it seems like you wanted to work for your own dream and not someone else's.
yes,
Right?
absolutely.
You're
Absolutely.
doing everything that they would require you to do in the job. You're adapting to your environment, you're networking, you're building, you're thinking in different ways how to redo your products and this and that is
Yeah.
what they want you to do there for them. You're just doing
Yeah.
it for yourself.
Yeah. So I'll walk my own self out to pasture. I can do it
Right.
myself.
For people who don't aspire to be an entrepreneur or a solopreneur or anything like that, and you feel that you've been thrown out here haphazardly and you really are looking to get back into the workforce and you have 20 plus years, you definitely have to look at re-educating yourself.
It is.
Yeah,
You do.
you
Yeah,
have to
and I mean,
re-educate yourself.
a lot of it was not all just tongue in cheek. Some of it within what I was saying was
Right.
true, but,
No, that
you
was the
know,
heart of you spoke from the heart, which I love.
it was the bowels I was
Right.
speaking from. But if I was like I said, I was comfortable and I was doing what I was doing. Had I been left alone, I probably would have still have stayed at my corporate job. I really
Mhm.
would have, but it just didn't work out that way. But
Right.
but yeah, like I said, had bills, got kids to feed, lights to
Yep.
keep on, all
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
I it's easy for me to say that now, but getting to this point, it was not an easy road.
To look at if you want to go back, you gotta re-educate yourself. You gotta tone down your resume. You definitely, if you have 20 plus years of your work experience on there, I would definitely encourage you to cut that down a lot to maybe 8 years of your experience, especially if you're within the same company. Cut it down to about 8 years
Yeah.
of experience. Take some courses. There's a
Yeah.
lot of free courses. I've even taken free courses that Google offers. There's a lot of certifications that Google offers that are
Yeah, I was gonna
free
say that you actually get certified for.
to get certified
Yeah.
for that you can add on to your resume. If you have LinkedIn, I have a LinkedIn paid professional LinkedIn because that's my trade. So I've kept it over the years. But with me having that paid subscription, of LinkedIn, it comes with LinkedIn Learning. And so take advantage of taking all the LinkedIn Learning courses that I can on there. They offer everything in every facet, whether it be marketing, finance, project management, HR, AI, anything. And you can, once you complete the course, you can add it onto your LinkedIn profile, and some of them allow you to put it onto your resume. So
Mhm.
it's just showing people that you're still adaptable if you're trying to get back into the workplace. It's not going to be easy. It is very challenging right now for a lot of folks, whether you be older and even younger, because if you look at the AI is taking a lot of jobs, even entry level jobs, AI is taking. So that
Right.
means the person who's coming out of college who spent all this money to get this degree, a lot of those positions are being taken by AI. A lot of entry level positions are not readily accessible. So it's not even you being young and graduating from college. AI is taking a lot of those administrative heavy, data entry
Yeah.
heavy, research heavy jobs. They don't need it because they have this model this open AI, but you can work with it. So if I could say anything, and I always say I'm speaking to myself as well as I'm speaking to you. If you're in corporate America, you have to constantly be a forever learner. And I think that's where
Y
I got it from.
yeah, you
You
do.
have to be a forever learner. You can't stay stagnant. You can, it's your choice to stay stagnant, but it comes with something. So either you can stay stagnant and move, like KayCee said, she wasn't going to do it. I want to work, go home. I didn't want to do it. So she went and built a business. You have that choice. And then you have that choice not to. But with that comes, depending on the environment you're in, you may not be able to keep your job. So just be mindful of that because ageism is real.
It is.
You can easily be aged out of your role, even more so now than before.
And then have to train that person. Okay,
And
let's roll it back.
just to
Thank
try
you.
to
Good
work,
night.
if we can say anything, learn some skills, learn to work with it. For all the bad that people see, there's also some good. It's a learning curve. What else are we going to talk about? Has social media distorted what entrepreneurship actually looks like?
Oh, yeah.
Is the quit your job narrative dangerous right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, we think about it. Now, I'm sure now there's social media showing you the downsides of your
Mhm.
own business. 5, 6 years ago, even when I started, it was like, "Oh, yeah, look," as you said before, "Look at all these orders I'm printing." The ticker tape just going. I'm packing all these boxes, and I'm taking this stuff down to the post office. When I first started, crickets. I'm
Crickets.
like,
Right.
"Okay, again, build it and they will come." No, no. So you're all psyched up because of what you are following this person and they're telling you about all this stuff that's what's going on. But in reality, you might have a great product, but if the marketing isn't there, which is behind the scenes that you're not seeing, you're just seeing that influencer at their computer printing out labels and packing shit. That could have been just paper in there for all you don't
Right.
know what's in there. Like I told you, once I got to that point where I had my orders coming through, it's like first maybe a onesie, twosies. I was never doing a ticker tape of everything. But then also you had where I didn't want to pack a box all the time. That's not glamorous. So I have my stuff has a warehouse and it gets shipped out from the warehouse. But
No,
you're looking at it and it's me packing these orders. I'm going away for the weekend. Now I
right.
gotta do all this. How's that gonna work?
I get it. So you would say, hell yeah, it's distorted.
Oh, yeah, yeah, and don't be foolish to quit your job. And here's the thing, even if you went viral with your product, that is something where you don't wanna be a one-hit wonder. So here you are, you have this product, you're doing it, and okay, what about retention? Is the customer gonna come back? So now the work really starts instead of
Exactly.
that gradual thing, which I don't know if they talk about that now because I don't really follow tons like that, but then you have to do customers coming back. What are you doing for that? It's work.
Right. And you're talking about that gradual, meaning you're creating that organic growth, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I love that because she's talking from the perspective of an actual product, right? That entrepreneurship. I got to go to the other side, the content creator side.
Oh, okay.
The content creator side, because they're both entrepreneurial ventures.
Ah,
One has to do different things, right? You have an
oh,
actual
sure.
physical product, and this is our digital product. This
Yes.
is our IP, basically. And when you look at it, the creator economy is worth currently 250 plus $billion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes. But money is concentrated at the top 1%.
Damn it. Damn
It's
it.
concentrated at the 1%. Bottom 90% of creators earn less than $1,000 a year from their content. Only 10 to 15% of YouTube channels ever reach the monetization. So when you're looking at that, and I'm just going to look at people who are at the 1%, a lot of them either started in this business when YouTube started, right?
Yep.
And that was a different community altogether. Like I said, I had the opportunity to experience it and I left it because of the mindset of my grandfather and my mother. You got to get a job. You got to get a job.
Yeah.
But the people that I saw that I was around and we were doing the same type of content, those people have over 1 million followers, 500,000 followers. Some have 4 million followers.
Right.
So
Right.
when you look at that, the 1% are those who were in it, in the thick of it, when it was community, it was easy to grow because it was a new thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they capitalized on it.
One of the people that I follow, I like Jackie Ina. When she
Mhm.
started, I mean, she even showed what her videos look like when she was starting out, as opposed to what she's got now. And she's branched off into candles and every other thing.
Exactly.
And the other person, again, these just happen to be makeup people, but I don't know if you remember, and I don't know if she's still around. She might be Nikki Tutorials.
Yes.
When she
Yes.
started, I didn't even know who she was. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, Nikki Tutorials." And when I started seeing her stuff, and then when she talked about as well, when she first started, she had the whole makeup counter and all that stuff that she was doing. It was in a warehouse.
Mhm.
You wouldn't know it, but humble beginnings when she started, as with humble beginnings when Jackie Ina started. And that's just one of a million people out there.
Cool.
But they started years ago before I even got into this stuff. Jackie was like YouTube back
Yep.
then. Yeah. So
Yeah. It was easy to, if you were consistent, if you had something, you had a personality, you were doing something that people were interested in. This was a new thing. Oh, I can watch someone create something or do their makeup. And it was a new thing. So it was easy. It was easier to go viral. It was easier to garner a lot of subscribers and followers. And that YouTube paid a lot different. So
yes.
that's part of the 1%. Then you're looking at the other, when you're talking about the top 1% that's bringing in this 250 billion plus dollars. Then you have the folks between 2018 to 2023 during the pandemic. A lot of folks that you see now that are popular, that are in the millions, they hit during the pandemic because everyone was inside. Everyone was looking at YouTube, looking at how to survive, how to not get sick, how to do this, how to the
They were a captive audience.
supplements. They were a
Yeah.
captive audience. No, but seriously, a lot
No,
of people made their, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, that would be
Yes,
me. That was
yes.
me during that
You
time
got the boom.
period.
You got the boom. You got to ride the wave of everybody's in the house, so they got to do something. So they're researching everything. What does this mean? How do I prevent it? Exercise. So you got fitness people booming. People who were vegan, vegetarian booming.
Yep,
People
yep.
who were living an alternative lifestyle as far as their eating and what they did. Survivalists booming. And then people who wanted to get on here and just talk about whatever came up because they're at home and they ain't got nothing to do. So let me get on here and talk to you. So then your community booming. These types of channels hit hard.
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at. But now that has since dissipated. You hear a lot of folks who say during that time frame when social media was really organic and community, and they were making 300,000 a year, 400,000 a year. Some were making 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month.
God, that's crazy.
So that's what you're looking at. It was waves. It's some that have been able to sustain it. I still watch some that they're part of that 1%. They created their business, a spinoff. Like I seen one, she did a lot of natural hair tutorials. She has made her own product.
Yeah. Well, even they even had to pivot as well.
They had
You
to
couldn't
pivot.
do the same. You had to change it a little bit
Yes.
because people are fickle.
Exactly.
Right.
YouTube is not paying the way they used to. Things are changing. And also the eyeballs are changing. You can't just do the same, get ready with me the same way, or watch me do my makeup and let me talk to you. Like you said, change because the audience is fickle. So is it social media distorting it? Yes. So don't quit your day job. Yeah. Those who are forced out here and you find yourself doing all this stuff that we're talking about, you just got to make sure that you understand analytics, understanding what you're doing, understanding who your audience is, understanding how you're doing it. And it may not be instant success. That's all. Yeah. Yes. She was like, no. Yeah. I hope we went through the gambit on just what's going on today. And it was kind of a camp on to our Black history subject as well, with regards to us just talking about how you can change your mindset, create generational wealth, and just the realities of what we're going through right now. A lot of us are going through that. It is sticky, it hurts, it's unfamiliar, it's scary, but we'll all get through it. I know it doesn't look like it right now for a lot of us, but we'll all get through it. And hopefully, you guys took something from this episode. If you can take one thing away from it and utilize it or teach it to a family member or internalize it, then we have done our job on Disrupt and Discuss today.
For sure.
Thank you all for hanging out. Like, share, subscribe. We love for you guys to comment on this episode. Let us know if you're feeling the tension, right now with regards to layoffs, jobs being taken away, gig work, you're a solopreneur and you're feeling the weight of it, whether that be products or content creation, let us know what you're doing, any practices that you're doing, anything that you're doing that could possibly help someone else. Let us know in the comments. We would love to hear from you. So until the next one, what do we usually say, KayCee?